Hey guys, hey, what's going on? Hey, welcome back to another episode of Bad Beast Barbecue. Yep, I'm finally back cooking. The old arm is almost 100% healed, so I'm almost good to go. So we're back cooking again and back making videos, okay? So what we're going to be doing today, we're going to be doing a simple cook of some baby back ribs, and we're going to get to cook on our Kamado Big Joe 3 for the first time today. I already got it outside heating up to 250 degrees, and we're going to see how these baby back ribs come out on this bad boy, okay? As you know, my wife purchased this big Kamado Big Joe 3 for my birthday, and I've been having it for several weeks and just have not had an opportunity to cook on it because of weather or work or what have you, but we're going to knock it out today, okay? Today is Sunday, and I'm about to put these bad boys on it, all right? So let's go ahead and get started. All right, guys, so we're going to go ahead and get started preparing our ribs right quick. Nothing special. We're going to be using two rubs from Victory Lane Barbecue. One's called Smoking Chicken Barbecue Rub. I'm sorry, Smoking Chicken Rub, and the other one's called Competition Rib Rub. I know you're saying, why are you putting chicken rub on a baby back, but I like the way this tastes, and I want to experiment with it today, and we're going to be adding a different binder, all right? So you guys know normally I put a binder of olive oil on my baby back ribs, and that's what I'm going to do for the competition rib one. But for the chicken one, we're going to be using Louisiana hot sauce as our binder to try to give it a little kick, okay? So let's go ahead and get this started. All right, so we're going to add this hot sauce here very liberally. I want to make sure I get enough so it soaks down into the bottom, into the rib. Okay. But you can smell that hot sauce. That hot sauce is kicking. All right. So let's go ahead and add our smoking chicken rub from Victory Lane Barbecue. All right, turn it back over. And one good point when you're adding your rubs to your ribs or your chicken or whatever, try to sprinkle your rubs 5 to 6 inches above your meat. It gives for a better dispersal pattern, okay? So. Now, I've never cooked on a Kamado Joe before, so this is the first time. I've been talking about buying a Kamado Joe or a ceramic cooker for like 2 years now, and I've been looking at the big green egg for a long time. And I even talked to a couple of dealers, but never pulled the trigger on it. And then, of course, I started Kamado Joe, and I started getting interested in that one. And then so, lo and behold, my lovely wife was like, you keep talking about it, but you're never going to buy it. So she bought it for me. So, all right, so we got our chicken rub on that slab, and we're just going to put plain old olive oil on our competition rub. So like I said, we are back from our shoulder surgery. Doctor said I'm doing really well. So he said if I'm doing just as well in about 4 weeks, he may just turn me loose and let me do whatever I would like to do within reason, because I still can't lift a lot of weight on this shoulder. So going back to the gym, I'm anxious to get back to the gym, but just got to be careful when I get back in the weight room. So, all right. I love this Victory Lane barbecue rib competition rub, man. This is some good stuff, man. Great stuff. Check out the folks at Victory Lane if you haven't tried their products, man. They got a fantastic array of products, and you definitely can't go wrong with their stuff, okay? All right, so I think we're good here. So we're gonna go ahead and let these bad boys sit for a few minutes and let the rub soak up a little liquid and get tacky, and then we're gonna throw them out on the Kamado. So hey, don't go nowhere. All right, guys, so we're done with our cook. And they've been sitting here for about 10, 15 minutes underneath this foil here. They cooked on the Kamado Joe for about 3 hours and 45 minutes. And let's go ahead and take a look at them, okay? So as you can see, man, they got some really nice pullback on the bones. I guess you can see that there. Nice pullback on the bones. They smell really, really good. Let me give you a close-up look at this. Like I said, you can see they got some great pullback on the bones, some great color, mahogany. We used cherry wood along with the lump charcoal. We didn't spray or add any kind of glaze or anything because I just want to taste how the ribs come out with strictly smoke and lump charcoal, okay? All right, so let's go ahead and cut into these bad boys and then see how it comes out. First, we're gonna cut into the ones that we had the Louisiana hot sauce as the binder, okay? I can cut somewhere other than the bone. Yep, I'm just finding, there we go. So, they definitely fall off the bone tender, that's for sure. And they're still kind of hot. Excuse me, let me get a napkin. All right, so as you can see, these bad boys are falling off the bone. They smell fantastic. All right, let's go ahead and have our first taste test. Now, these are pretty good. Got a lot of smoke flavor to them. They're moist, they're tender. The chicken rub is okay. I think it needed a little something else to go along with it. Maybe a little base layer of salt and pepper. And then you can add the chicken rub to it. The Louisiana hot sauce doesn't come in as pronounced as I would have liked. Maybe next time we'll marinate them in Louisiana hot sauce and then smoke them. And I probably would have brined them again, or brine them next time again too. But there's plenty of moisture in here. I think the Kamado Joe did a good job of maintaining moisture, even though there's no water in it. Because baby back ribs normally come out a little dry depending on what you're cooking them on. But these are really, really moist. Great crust. Okay, let's try the other ones with the Victory Lane competition rib rub. All right. It's fantastic, smells great. Let's go ahead and have a bite. All right, so same thing with this one. Very tender, very moist. The competition rib rub is very, very good. I still would have added a little bit more salt flavor to this. You know, since baby backs are much meatier than normal spare ribs, sometimes you have to add a little extra seasoning to them in order for it to come out, okay? But these are really good. These are gonna go good. I'm gonna cut these up and take these to work this week. Maybe let the folks at the job try some for lunch tomorrow. So, well, that's it. I love the Kamado Joe. For the first time cooking on it, it maintained heat very well. I was able to keep temperature between 232 and 248 degrees for the majority of the cook. So I have to work on my technique and dialing in the heat, okay? Another thing I'd like to do, instead of using the tumbleweed fire starters, get me a fire starter or a heat gun or something to go into the lump charcoal to blow on it, or to start the fire without using the tumbleweeds. I think the tumbleweeds did a pretty good job, but I think if you had like an actual lump charcoal fire starter or gun, I think that would work out even better, okay? As far as the temperature gauge on the Kamado Joe itself, it was a little off. It showed a little bit higher than the Maverick Ready Check did. But there is a way to dial in and calibrate that, and I may do that since I was measuring the temperature at the top grate where the actual Kamado temperature probe is, okay? Oh, and I don't want to forget about the salmon that we cooked. We used Frag Out's Reaper rub on that, and it's a hot rub. It's a ghost pepper rub, and the wife said it was fantastic. Okay, so I want to thank the folks at Frag Out for sending us that seasoning, and I also want to thank the folks at Victory Lane Barbecue for sending us the rib competition rub and the chicken rub. Okay. Well, that's all we have time for today. Like we always say, where there's smoke, there's fire. And if it's fire, then damn it, there just might be a barbecue there. Hey, as always, we'll see you guys around the smoker.